You're watching OnePlay Africa. This is OnePlay 360 with me, Tilly Ekenipa. I am hosting Bryan the Mensah. He is out with a big project called Road to Hastafari. Do enjoy the conversation.
Yeah. Nadia Messi Sameho. Nadia Messi Sameho. Nadia Messi Sameho. Abusia, my name is Pure Khan. This is OnePlay Africa. 1 year anniversary. Choke, Menko baby. Yadasa Sewati, Naokosuti, Adebia Ubiti. Yeah.
You are welcome to OnePlay 360. Now, 360 is a new show. Normally, when I sit down, it's maybe the one show, another show, but today it's 360. And I'm here with somebody who is very cool. I know his social media page, and he's some cool guy. He doesn't talk. I'm counting on what he told me before we said action. He told me he was going to talk. I am here with Bryan the Mensah. And I'm even going to probe with the name first.
Okay.
By the way, welcome to 360.
Thank you.
So then 360 means everything about you.
Okay.
So I'm really going to strip you naked.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right.
So I am Mensah.
Okay.
I am also Mensah. I know that when people say that if you be a Mensah, Bryan the Mensah.
Okay.
I mean, you could be Bryan Mensah or Bryan the Mensah.
Okay.
Which means the black sheep of the family. Which is it?
Okay, but actually, my name happens to be Bryan Mensah, right? And I also happen to be the third born. And in Tree, third born also means Mensah. Sorry, like Mensah also means third born. Sorry. Okay. So it was just a coincidence that, Bryan the Mensah. I'm actually the third born, and my surname is also Mensah. So,
okay. Yeah. So then, when I'm coming on set, I pick a phone, but I had to decide to pick the phone later.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because there isn't much information about you. I'm trying to read around you. I'm like, this guy, I'm dying. So I am going to be the first. Okay. Right after this interview, I am going to write a story about you.
Sure. And
I'm going to write a bio that once it comes out, everybody knows you already. Okay. So let me know you here.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm an artist. I'm a producer, songwriter. I've been making music for steadily about 7 years. I started making music officially in 2012. Yeah, so that's a bit more than 7, I think. Yeah.
Okay, 2012 and 2021, there's been a lot that has happened.
Exactly.
What's new that's bugging artists like you in 2021?
I think over the years I've grown my sound. I've learned a lot about the music industry and the music business as well. So, I mean, in 2021, I'm an entirely different person. I'm an entirely different artist, and my approach to things relating to releasing music industry, everything is different, more mature, more professional, more calculated. So, yeah.
Okay. So when I checked your page, you look like that cool kid that's you either grew up at Boucher or you were born at Boucher or which one are you?
I was born in Ghana. I've lived in Ghana my whole life.
Which part of Ghana? It's not Kaswa, because you can't you can't be Kaswa and be this cool. Which part of Accra?
Mamprobi. I live in Mamprobi with my grandparents. Actually, my grandma. Yeah.
Your grandma was on your song in Sempi. Was she the voice that was talking on there? Yeah. Which house did you go from? Is it a house that you have to go to school before you can chase your passion, or you're allowed to do that?
I think a good mixture of both, because yes, you do have to go to school, finish school, do well in school, but then at the same time, you are not limited to do just what you learned from school, or do a job that was relating to what you learned from school.
Okay.
Yeah, so passion is still there somewhere.
Were you brilliant in school?
Yeah.
Because it reflects in the way you put your lyrics together. Have you always had the music instinct, or at a point life happened and then you picked up music somewhere?
No, I've always been very close to music. When I was little, I had an uncle who was a radio DJ, and he used to be playing like instrumentals in the house a lot. So occasionally I'll just go to his room and then I'll start writing to the instrumentals. He used to have instrumentals of very popular songs at the time, so I'll just be writing. So I just picked up the skill.
Your style is different.
Okay.
It's not like what Ghanaians will call alternative, like too different with weird sounds and all. Okay. But then it's still different.
Okay.
What really is your style?
I'd say contemporary because
That's very huge. Like it's broad. Narrow it down for us.
Okay, so contemporary just means modern or relevant because as much as I like to talk about things that relating to me personally, I would always like to have a message that is relatable that people can connect with. So contemporary.
Okay.
Yeah.
And over the years, I checked your social media handles and then the streaming platforms. They are all verified.
Yeah.
Have you built some form of cult following that are always on your case, waiting for your songs, or you are that artist that is also trying to make a huge break in the music space?
Again, I'll say a mix of both because, like you said, I'm different. So I've been able to develop a fan base or a group of people who believe in that distinct sound. So in that case, you would say, yeah, you can call them a cult following. But then at the same time, I believe that there are still more people out there that I can connect to. So yeah, I'm trying to break out.
Even though you're contemporary artist, do you classify yourself as part of the alternative musicians too?
Yeah, because I feel like I can do anything because I'm a producer too. So as long as I can vibe with it and I can write to it, fine.
Okay, now let's talk about alternative music or people that do not, or their songs do not pass for mainstream. That is what we hear on radio. Is it the people, with the listeners, that determine what becomes mainstream? Or it is probably the DJs, or what really is it? What do you think is not allowing sounds like yours to be heard on radio all the time?
I think it's a medium conversation because back in the day we had high life being the mainstream sound, and then all of a sudden we have sounds like R&B being widely acknowledged, and R&B was considered very, very soul, very alternative. It wasn't mainstream, so I feel like it was a medium thing. So radios were playing it, DJs were playing it, the media was giving it attention, so it became mainstream. So it's not more like based on genre, that's why you'd call something alternative or something mainstream. It's more like how widely recognized it is.
And yours is it?
I think it's getting there.
How close is it getting there, or it will take some years? Because then high life era and this era, it's been a long time. So if we have to wait for yours, you could be old though.
Oh no, I don't mean in that sense, but I know it's getting there. I can feel it's getting there. I feel like more and more people are discovering me every day. I don't think it's going to take too long because people are more open-minded to music these days. So
okay, has there ever been a time you want to compromise a bit, let's do what people like, or let's do what they call mainstream? Has there ever been times like that?
Yes.
And
I found myself not being exactly too happy with what I was creating, so I decided to give it 50-50. So I'll give you 50% of what you like and 50% of what I like.
And how was the reception?
It's amazing. I feel like people understand that that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you're creating something that's a bit out of your comfort zone, how long does it take for you to pen down a creative piece like that? Or it comes easy because what started trying out?
Yeah. It always comes easy. There used to be a time, I think last 2 years, I used to write like 12 songs in a day. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Who are you batting?
yeah. Those times were like my peak writing times. Like I used to write a whole lot of songs in like a day. Yeah. But these days, I mean, because of all the up and about, so I can't really do much of that.
Wait, what is the up and about? Are you working aside music, or maybe you are becoming a bigger star? So
Okay, so I'm rolling out an album. I'm actually in the middle of an album rollout right now. And
yeah, we'll talk about that at the second part of the interview.
Yeah, so there were things that we had to get in place, conversations that we needed to have. All of those things were time consuming. So I'm not like a free person or as free as I used to be. That's what I meant by that. So
how is your creative process like? Are you that kind of person that I interviewed Joe, but I saw the Bedu. Once he gets the vibe, he's jumping on. Or you're that kind of person that, you want life to happen to you, have an experience, and then you want to talk about it, and then you do that. How do you write?
Me, I think I don't really need any, kick or anything. As long as I know I have to write, whether I'm being paid to write or I'm writing for myself, I'll write. Like, I don't think I need anything to like spark. As long as I do want to write, yeah, I'll definitely do it.
Okay, let's take a break and then we'll come and talk about everything music with him, because his songs are really, really dope. Don't go anywhere.
Don't look me like zombie. Don't play with me. I know Bilu do or chobi. Don't play with me. Yo, people, these are the original AK songstress, the Dancehall Empress, the Don Dana, and you're watching OnePlay Africa. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.
You're welcome back. I'm seated here with Bryan the Mensah, and he was talking to me about how he writes, 12 songs. Yo, come on, like that's too much. Don't they sound the same? I mean, when you're done listening to the songs after maybe you leave the session, don't you find it all sounding the same or having the same theme or something?
I think that's the whole reason why I write a lot, because obviously if I write 12 songs, not all the 12 are coming out, or not all the 12 are going to be like put to use. But the reason why I have to keep writing and write at my peak is so that I can pick the best out. Yeah, so it's not really a matter of all the 12 sounding the same. Even if all the 12 sound the same, they are gonna have differences that I can later repurpose for something else.
Who determines which are the best? Because artists, I know you guys get emotional when people say, I don't like this one. Because then obviously you put the work and the energy into it. So do you have a team that will be like, nah, Bryan, this one I can't
Yes, definitely. There are so many songs that, okay, for example, on this album, there were so many songs that were supposed to be, or that were supposed to be considered for the album, but were put aside. And I understand why, because you know, the album had a particular target, a particular purpose, and those songs didn't exactly serve that purpose, so it's cool.
As a creative person, how do you feel when a creative piece is being rejected?
If there's purpose and it's reasonable purpose, fine.
Does it hurt sometimes?
No, because I'll find purpose for it.
And put to another project.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, then you have a lot of songs out, I must say, because if there was a point you are really, like, I mean, recording like 12, then you have a lot of songs out, don't you?
I have a lot of songs made, written, done, but not so many out. Okay, I have a lot of songs out, but as compared to the ones that are not out, I mean, like, yeah.
Those that are you've written and you've kept time, does it not have any impact on it after some time?
Definitely. So that's why I repurpose. So like, let's say if I have an idea that I want to take from an old song that I wrote like a long time ago, I take that song, repurpose it, change something about it, make it more modern, and then we can make it work.
Let's talk about social media, technology, and how alternative artists like you are using it to your advantage. Okay. Let's start with TikTok. How are you using TikTok, or how is TikTok influencing the music that you're doing?
I feel like TikTok is playing a really big role in the music industry right now, and I don't think anybody should underestimate the power of TikTok. I personally am making a lot of plans concerning TikTok when my album comes out, but currently I haven't had any, shall I say, exceptional success with TikTok just yet. But then I'm seeing what it's doing for a whole lot of other artists, and it's amazing.
In your opinion, is it just the TikTok and the trends, or people hopping on the trends, or they are actual, you know, behind the scenes plug-in investment that goes on to make sure, or to ensure that songs are not just TikTok trends, but they actually make it off the trends to the billboards and all those kind of things?
I feel like it's just a matter of how well your songs are registered, because there are agencies that are responsible for recognizing music when it's played. So if your music is played on the radio, if your music is played on TikTok, if your music is played somewhere in a restaurant somewhere, there are agencies that are responsible for detecting that song and according it the necessary royalty that is associated with it.
You're talking about Gamo here.
I mean, not just, that's what I'm saying, there are agencies. Like I don't want to like mention one institution or one.
Actually, it's only one institution in Ghana.
Okay, well, in Ghana. But I'm not speaking for Ghana though, because I'm exposed to a broader, should I say, space.
Okay.
So I'm speaking for that space.
Okay, so then I can say that you have international royalty agencies taking royalties on your behalf.
If you want to say, want to say it like that, yeah. If you want to say it like that, fine.
No, but you have something like that going on for you.
Yes, I do.
Which agencies?
I'm registered with SOCAN.
Okay.
It's the royalty collection body for Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, then it means that your songs have more play there?
No, it just means that like Gumroad, they are supposed to collect worldwide, right? SOCAN also collects worldwide. It just means that wherever in the world it's played, provided SOCAN can detect it, they are going to detect it and accord it the necessary royalty that is associated with it for that particular play.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are they able to collect for songs played in Ghana for you?
Yeah.
I think you've been able to crack the system nicely. You've gone behind camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about Instagram Reels, the songs. How are you using that to your advantage?
Instagram Reels is, I feel like that's where I'm taking like full advantage of, because I feel like it's the same idea. It's based on the same way TikTok works. It's not like based on your followers or based on people who know about you, because it appears randomly. I don't really know the exact algorithm they use to display content to people, but ever since I started using Instagram Reels, I realized that so many different new people have discovered me.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's another thing that I'm not gonna underestimate.
How would you describe your listeners or your audience, the kind of people that are following Bryan the Mensah?
Okay.
Are they the bougie or the everyday, or you know?
I think it's just people who are looking to get inspired, because that's the number one thing that my music does, like cut across throughout all my songs. I am motivating, I am inspiring. So if they are my fans, they are definitely looking for a bit of that.
Okay, then let's go for a break and then come and talk about the album.
Okay.
Hi, this is Abiana. Ochome adule, 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 adule. And you're watching OnePlay Africa. Happy first anniversary to you. Ha.
OnePlay, OnePlay, OnePlay. Add class to your music.
Okay, so then I know there's an album coming out, or by the time the show airs, I'm sure there will be an album out. Let's talk about.
Okay, you continue.
Okay, it's called Road to Hastafari.
Yeah.
What is Hastafari?
It's an imaginary word. It just means a happy place. Yeah.
It sounds like
I know. Yes, I know, but it's not. It's far from that.
How do you describe a happy place?
Where everything works in your favor.
That's heaven.
Oh, I mean, there are situations where you can have heaven on earth, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were to create a happy place, what will be in it? What would be the elements of a happy place to you?
I think the priority would be financial stability, because that's like power of everything. Yeah.
But you look rich though. And I'm please, the viewers.
Okay, more stability then. If that's what you think.
Where's our quick more stability now? Okay, so let's talk about the theme of the album. What is the album going to be about? What is the main focus of the album?
Okay, so I actually announced this album in 2016. I at that time I was exposed to a lot of other artists that I was close to before they blew up. And so I was learning about their journey, as in who they were before they came into the spotlight and what they had to do. So I realized that I was making music fine, but then the quality of the music I was making wasn't cutting it at the time. And the approach that I was using to release my music also wasn't cutting it at the time. So I was like, I'm going to give myself like 5 years to learn, to just learn. So everything I do, everything that I experience will just have to be a learning opportunity about music industry, music business, everything. So in 2021, by that time, I would be, fully equipped, or at least close to being fully equipped, to put out my very first album.
So then 2021 is Hastafari.
Yeah.
So why were you telling me?
No, but 2021 is not Hastafari, because the album is called Road to Hastafari.
I mean, the road has been 2016 till now.
The road is now. I was finding the road. Yeah, honestly, because I don't think I'm as successful as I want to be as at now. So right now I can see where the success is, and I know how to get it. So I'm on the road to it. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the features that are on there. I see Philly Philly, and it has. Please mention the name, because these names were numbers. I don't do well with them.
Okay.
Featuring.
Okay, so I'm on the album. I feature Manifest, Black Sharif, AQ. He's a Nigerian artist. Psycho YP, another Nigerian artist, and Titi Owusu. She's a very talented Ghanaian singer.
Wait, Philly Philly has a name that I can't mention. That is what I want to mention.
Oh, okay. 999. He's also a rapper, but then he didn't have a verse on it. It was more like an appearance.
So the people that you featured, the Black Sharifs, the 999, which I can finally mention, and all of them, how are you going to use them to your advantage? Because mind you, Black Sharif is like, you know.
I mean, I feel like we have been doing a really good job so far concerning marketing, like some of the songs that are already out from the album. So we're just going to keep pushing. I feel like Black Sharif is already, has already done a lot of the hard lifting. So we just have to make sure that we don't sleep on or ignore any signs or signals from the audience. And then I feel like we'll be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then moving forward, what's the plan after the album? Are we going to see that you'll be pushing each song on it as a single, or you just go push all of it at once?
So over the years we've learned the hard way that it's very difficult to like push a bunch of songs, so
in Ghana or elsewhere?
Everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, everywhere. It's the same result everywhere. Yeah, so we are definitely picking songs that we personally believe in and combined with songs that we can see that people are gravitating towards and then we would work on those songs.
Okay. I'll be waiting for, to stream the songs. I like your songs. I like the kind of things you say in your songs.
Okay.
One of them, you said, are you DB?
Okay, yeah. Like I'm done having this argument because every time I try to defend it.
No, I say like it's in the song that people think that because you're DB then so you had sort of the hairstyle, but you are saying that the fact that you had a hairstyle doesn't mean that you are the finish line.
Exactly.
That was dope.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, a lot of people, you have to convince them before they say I'm DB. I like the way you came out clean. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the conversation with Bryan the Mensah. Drop your social media handles so we can follow.
Okay, so you can find and follow me at Bryan the Mensah, BryanTheMensah. Bryan the Mensah everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere.
Okay, follow him, and please, when the album is out, you should definitely go and stream it because, it will be dope. If you listen to his tracks, you know that he's a dope artist. And hopefully, they're too far for your type to come in. You won't be too far, Charlie. Because we really need to hear your songs on mainstream.
Amen.
Okay, so.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.